Red Dead Redemption 3. And when I say that, a lot of people probably roll their eyes and think, come on, we don't even have GTA 6 yet. And you're right, but this is how things work when it comes to making video games. You're making the current video game, but you have to be road mapping the next one. That's how franchises continue, and that's how IPs continue to create more games. And there's actually a ton of rumors that are flying around about RDR3, and some of them are pretty wild. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos. Do me a favor, drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, turn on those notifications, and I want to say a huge thank you for 10,000 subscribers. I think this is the quickest to 10K on any channel I've ever had in my YouTube career. I've had a lot of channels, so I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. And yes, I read every single comment on every single video. Now, Rockstar is planning to push the franchise possibly beyond the classic Old West. I mean, John Marston's actor Rob, he came out and he did hint about another prequel. And that could actually stray out of the Wild West era. It's pretty crazy. We'll talk about it later on in the video. It's a big idea, but first, let's catch up on what's real, what's confirmed, and what's actually speculation about RDR3. Now, first off, no one at Rockstar or Take-Two has officially announced Red Dead 3 yet. We know this. The most concrete hints, well, they come from the company brass. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick has said that if a sequel is really, really great, the Red Dead franchise would continue. So think of it like James Bond keeping on going with each big hit. Now, Take-Two even calls Red Dead a permanent franchise, which basically means they intend to keep making games in that world eventually. But until Rockstar speaks, it's all silent marketing and a big, I guess you could say big company lingo, but they did say, if it goes good, we'll keep going. Well, guess what? Red Dead Redemption 2 was amazing. But here's where things kind of take a turn. The rumor mill is spinning. Some of it's thin, but a few pieces stand out. There's a leaked tweet. A well-known leaker on social media, My Time to Shine Hello, claimed that RDR3 is already in development, likely after GTA 6 with a possible release around 2030. Now, take it with a grain of salt, but it does line up with industry talk. And it also makes sense because I think we can assume that GTA 6 was in development probably before Red Dead Redemption 2 even came out. That's just how they do things. They're starting the next thing before the current thing's even out. And Rockstar, they have tons of money. They have a huge team. They could definitely have a small team already pre-gaming the next Red Dead game while they get ready for GTA 6. But here's some more. There's a developer clue. The Rockstar programmers LinkedIn briefly mentioned work on RDR3, specifically RDR3 and vehicle AI. Now, if that was genuine, it would strongly suggest an early dev build exists. Rockstar jobs and credits, well, sometimes they leak similar hints, and there's been a lot of things linked on LinkedIn in the past, but the question I ask is the wordage. Vehicle AI? So are we talking about horses and buggies? Is that what they're considering the vehicles? Or are they talking about actual vehicles? And it goes back to what we talked about at the beginning of the video. Could we be getting out of the Wild West here? Well, more about that in a minute. There's also insider hints. Fans have spotted Rockstar job listings for large open world projects, and even RDR2 voice actors are dropping hints about returning. Plus, an alleged internal Take-Two doc, well, it mentioned investing in Western franchises. Now, none of these confirm the game, but they add smoke to the fire. And then, of course, the official language. Remember, Take-Two's talking big. They're calling Red Dead permanent. And Zelnick's line about a great sequel carrying the series on, well, if they're just keeping expectations up, even if it's just PR, I'm okay with that. There's no official word, but the leaks and the corporate clues, they are hinting about something on the horizon, just not when we could actually pick it up. Now, when might it launch? Well, given Rockstar's track record, RDR3 won't drop until years after GTA 6. Rockstar typically focuses on one giant game at a time for a very long time. With GTA 6 now locked in for May 2026 of next year, the earliest realistic window for RDR3 is likely at the end of this decade. And analysts and fans are kind of guessing around 2030. Many are speculating a 2030 release. That would be roughly 8 years after RDR2. That came out in 2018, and that's about a 12-year gap, longer than usual. But Rockstar games, they're huge. I mean, some people are trying to be optimistic and saying 2026, 2028. Let's just throw that out the window because that's not happening. The reality is GTA 6 is going to be the biggest video game of all time, and they are not in any way going to try to double up with RDR3. That just doesn't make any sense. That's just really not smart business. So that's not going to happen. I mean, 2030 would be the absolute earliest. But if GTA 6 pops off and then it has 3-4 years to go, and then they want to go back to the Red Dead franchise, that actually makes kind of sense. Then we have people saying as late as 2034. That's a very cautious view. Puts it that far out. That's basically saying don't hold your breath at all. I mean, don't expect RDR3 anytime soon. Even the quickest timeline still has GTA 6 and then polish and then years of RDR3 development. So I would say set your calendar for somewhere around 2030, 2031. I think that really feels like the sweet spot. Now, let's talk about the fun stuff that we get to do here on this channel. The story, the setting, and all the speculations and the leaks out there. Well, the prequel, okay? The Van der Linde gang is central to RDR 1 and 2 lore. And fans love the idea of a prequel exploring Dutch and Arthur's youth before the gang actually fell apart. The rumor says that this could be one summary notes that it could be the next game focusing on the origins of the Van der Linde gang and the young Arthur Morgan. Even Rockstar content creators have floated making the Red Dead Revolver story a prequel to RDR 2. So expect a younger Dutch idealist and Arthur starting out as a gunslinger. I would be okay with this one, but it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite theory. Next one is post Jack Marston era. So kind of sequel-ish here. Another angle. It's set after RDR 1 and 2, and John Marston's son Jack would be an adult by the 1910s. That could be perfect for a setting. The end of the Wild West. We have cars. We have horses. That goes into that leak about the LinkedIn guy and the AI vehicles. I mean, Royal CD Keys even list a post-Jack Marston era timeline. Characters like Jack himself, returning legends. I mean, you got Landon, Ricketts. You have others. They could all star in it. And industry people are saying that Landon, Ricketts, and other old-school gunfighters could be focal characters in this one. The next one is straight up new territory. Some fans think Rockstar might take us to brand new locations. Ideas include more of Mexico or the Pacific Northwest. Think Idaho, think Washington, which were teased by they were underused in RDR 2. And one theory says expand the map to cover from Texas to California or just connect the maps seamlessly. And then you have the big one, the modern twist. Here's this big. Marston's actor Rob Waitoff said in a Reddit vid, if they did another prequel, and then he noted that RDR 2 ended an era, he mused that going beyond that would mean a much more modern setting, basically saying the devs have even discussed moving away from traditional Western times. So if that's true, I mean, RDR 3 could surprise us in the 1920s or later. Could you imagine a Red Dead Redemption game set in Prohibition? I know it sounds kind of wild. I mean, think Red Dead Redemption meets Peaky Blinders. I mean, this is my favorite one. A game set around when automobiles started happening in the dawn of the 20th centuries. An early 1900s setting, anywhere from 1910 to 1930, somewhere around there. I mean, you'd be getting into World War I as well. This could be ripe. This could be where they could actually go, if it's me. I mean, we know Red Dead is all about Western, but eventually you have to peek your head out and kind of do something a little different. So, which one do you guys like? Landon Ricketts' story, legendary gunslinger in his prime? Do you like Jack Marston's saga? Or do you like a prequel to RDR 2, where we talk about the rise of Dutch and Arthur? Or the one that I like, going modern, post-era setting, early 20th century? They're all theories. They're not confirmed, but it's fun to think about. So GTA 6 is almost here. I mean, it's almost here. Rockstar's going to be busy. Of course, they are. Industry analysts say RDR 3 news probably won't appear until after GTA 6 wraps up. The pattern at Rockstar has been silence leading up to surprise drops. If you guys remember RDR 2 and GTA 5, how they were handled. Expect another long hush until a trailer pops up. But I mean, insiders suggest the pipeline is prepped, and if RDR 3 is next, its development could ramp up once GTA 6 is out and moving, or it could actually be happening right now. Let me know what you guys think. Would you be down to go into a more modern era with the next Red Dead Redemption game? Regardless, I just want to get one. Let me know what you think. Thank you again for 10,000 subscribers, and I'll see you soon.